Hi everyone, this is my third tutorial for the adverb by the time. We will be talking about future activities using by the time. So I recommend that you watch first my tutorial with by the time for present or recurring activities, since I explained a couple of things there. But anyway, please go ahead and take out a piece of paper, pause it, and then give yourself some time to draw the timeline that we have here. Okay. As we know, as I mentioned in my other tutorials, anytime we use by the time, it must be followed by the second event or event Y. One event, the first event is event X, the second event, event Y. So the sample sentences we have here, we're going to say that we are talking about tomorrow, things that will happen tomorrow, things that will happen in the future. So we have here, I will arrive home, and this will happen at 5 p.m. tomorrow. And I will eat dinner. This will happen at 9 p.m. tomorrow. So now we have event X, which is arriving home, the first event, and event Y, which is eating dinner, which will happen tomorrow. So let's go ahead and combine those sentences using by the time. It will look like this. By the time, and then event Y. So eat dinner. By the time I eat dinner tomorrow, I will have arrived home. And now notice two things here. We have by the time I eat dinner, I will have arrived home. Now, even though this is going to happen in the future, anytime you have an adverb, anytime you have an adverb clause, you will not have a future tense in the adverb clause. Therefore, for a future event, we use just the simple present. I eat dinner. By the time I eat dinner tomorrow, then in the main clause, I will have arrived home. You have here a future perfect. So let me put the label here so you know. Future perfect goes in the main clause. You could also have written your sentence by starting with the main clause. I will have arrived home by the time I eat dinner. Then you wouldn't need this comma here. But if you started out with an adverb clause, you must put a comma here. Okay, let's go ahead and try an example on our own. So make sure now you have a piece of paper. Okay, so here are your examples, your sample sentences that you will combine. They're in the future, so let's pretend that these are going to happen tomorrow. Sentence 1 says, I will sleep on the plane. And this will happen at 2 p.m. The plane will land in Japan at 9 p.m. Now, please remember that by the time is always followed by event Y or the second event. So go ahead and draw your timeline, pause the video for a second, and when you come back, you can take a look at the answer. Okay, and here is the answer. So let's take a look at our timeline here. I will sleep on the plane is event X. This happens at 2 p.m. Event Y, which happens at 9 p.m. is here. And therefore our answer is, by the time the plane lands in Japan, this means tomorrow, I will have slept on the plane. So now notice two things. You have, even though this happens tomorrow, your verb tense is just a simple present in the adverb clause. So by the time the plane lands in Japan, comma, I will have slept on the plane. In your main clause here, you have the future perfect. Or you could have written it the other way. I will have slept on the plane by the time it, which means the plane, lands in Japan. So now you have your future perfect in the main clause and your simple present in the adverb clause. Of course, if you start with your adverb clause, make sure you put a comma there. That means by the time it's 9 o'clock, by the time the plane lands, I will have slept on the plane that whole time. Okay, this is the end of it. If you did not understand, please stop the video and go back and review. Good luck. Please click the like button if you found this useful and share it with others. Thank you.